Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I am here with Patrick Nickel of Crash Games, looking at Backyard Builders Treehouse.
Swoon.
It's the beard, right? The beard helps.
It is.
Designed by David Short.
Yes.
And this was not how you originally published this game.
The
was
journey of this game
Express.
is so fantastic. Yeah, this is Yardmaster Express, designed by David Short, and probably like the game that I've screwed up most as a publisher. I put it in a terrible looking box.
Okay.
I gave it an identity crisis when I named it somewhat similar to a game that it was inspired by, but really completely different from, other than the attaching mechanism.
Right.
And I messed it up. So now I have a chance for redemption. And even that journey is really neat. Thanks to my partners at Yellow for being very gracious at letting me. Well, I still had to buy the art, but they were like, oh, that's cool.
That's right. Yellow licensed the game from you.
Yellow licensed the game for the French market. Yep. Rethemed it. This is Vincent Dutroit's art. Chris with Dutray. Dang it! Yeah. I always mess it up. Dutray. Yeah. That's actually Chris at Board with Life's favorite artist. Oh. He's standing off camera. You can't see him.
Okay.
But it's his favorite artist. Like I'm just trying to keep the content fresh, Eric.
Okay. Talk about some random guy.
But that's kind of who I am. So yeah, so that was a neat journey. Vincent was great and was more than happy to work with us. And now we have a chance to really establish one of our new lines, our kind of whimsical line with Backyard Builders Treehouse. So if you're not familiar with Yardmaster Express, it's completely okay. It's a super, super easy game to play. We have it staged here for an example, but how the game actually works is you draw cards equal to the number of players, and actually all the rules are on the back of the foundation card, your stump there.
Yes.
And you always draw a card at the start of your turn, and you place it on your treehouse. Your first card can be anything, but following thereafter, it either has to match the number or the color. And you're going to play a number of rounds depending upon the number of players.
Okay.
So at the end of the game, you'll add up the totals on your treehouse. The player or players to get the longest run. So for example, here we have 6 long of purple. Mm-hmm. Now if you were playing with me and you had 6 yellow and nobody had 7, we would both add 6 to our score, plus the value. And then the achievement cards allow you another meaningful layer of decision making. So despite the fact that the game does essentially boil down to draw a card, play one of X.
To match with
even though it's super, super simple, the gameplay is actually very meaningful. And so these achievement cards make it even more so by giving you another criteria. This is an achievement that all players can achieve at the end of the game. So this one says missing crayons, end the game with the fewest colors in your treehouse. This player would be doing pretty good. They're at 3.
Right.
So odds are they'd be in contention unless someone did 2. So it gives you a lot of different reasons of why you might pick the card that you do. And the really neat thing about Backyard Builders Treehouse is that while it's certainly very whimsical, certainly very easy, hardcore gamers, meta gamers are still going to enjoy it because you can min-max this very easily. Like, I'm not so good with numbers. That's why I married an engineer. She does the math for me. She dragged me through 10 weeks of college algebra. Like, it was like adult temper tantrum, feet stomping. It was brutal. So even I can min-max this game. You can rage draft and sack a card that's a high value because you can play a card face down as a wild if you can't play anything. And if you can't play anything, you have to do that.
You have a very sad treehouse then.
It is. Look, there's no decoration. I mean, there's some like random polite graffiti, like some hearts. And I don't know if somebody like passed away and they were counting the days that they were stuck on a floor that they could have easily jumped through and then probably not even sprained their ankle.
Let's just say Julia Butterfly Hill was here.
It should be like initials, but that is how it basically works. So it's about a 5 to 7 minute game, so it's super quick. So even if you think it's the worst game in the world, it's going to be over soon enough.
That's right. Ages 6 and up.
6 or 8, 6 and up.
I did my homework, reading the box before we started.
I don't know my games.
Here. Okay. That's it. Backyard Builders Treehouse.